Hello everyone, it is your Anirudh Venkat here and welcome to my new video. In this video, we are going to see a game played between Paul Morphy and Henry Bird. This game was played in London on 1858 and as usual, it is the King's Gambit, everyone's favorite. Okay, let's start the game. E4, E5, F4, E takes on F4. The starting of the King's Gambit accepted. Knight F3, G5, H4, G4, and Knight E5. The Kesseletsky Gambit. And if Knight G5, this is the Algier Gambit, which has been examined 2 videos before. And a Knight E5, Knight F6, and this is known as the Berlin defense. Black is just to play D6 next and exploit the weakened dark squares on his king side. Yeah, so in order to survive that, white should continue this position with initiative. So he should develop his pieces and as well as with initiative. So he plays bishop c4, the only move which accepts the conditions. Now white's threat is take on f7 and black played d5 in this position. Now d5 is not a bad move, but even better was queen e7, because if d5, white has got some advantage which you will see in the game, and if queen e7, bishop takes on f7, king d8, and now white has to forcefully play d4, because if knight moves, the f7 bishop would be hanging, so it is compulsory for white to protect the e5 pawn, e5 knight, sorry. Now black plays d6, bishop b3. Now white is just making use of the queen, white queen and black king on the same file. You can see on the board, yeah. So if black takes on e5, white would take on e5 and bishop d7, e takes on f6, queen takes e4 and queen e2. This position according to me is some kind of unclear position. Yeah, both players have chances in this position. So the player who has better knowledge wins the game. So black could have tried this and have neutralized white. And another option other than d5 and queen e7 is knight c6. Now this move knight c6, yeah, it's just developing a piece and at the same time attacking the e5 knight. So white takes on f7 in this position. Bishop takes f7. After king e7, knight takes c6 is forced. And after d takes c6, bishop c4, f3. Black has some advantage in this position because now he has just made use of white's weakened squares, and in a sequence of moves, black would play queen d6 followed by queen g3, and he would also play bishop h6, bishop e6 or bishop f5, play rook to d8, this rook to d8, sorry, this rook to e8, and just black has a good position. So it will be difficult for white to handle this position. So black must have either played this, but he played the move d5. Okay, you might ask, what if knight takes f7 in this position? Yeah, queen e7. After knight takes on h8, black, yeah, instead of knight takes e4 in this position, d5 is even better, because if bishop takes d5, knight takes d5, black has enough compensation. In fact, he has two pieces for a rook, and a h8 knight would even capture in the later game. So after bishop takes d5 is not good. So if he plays bishop b5 in this position, and now we can play knight takes e4. If queen e2, just blocking it. Now bishop e6. Now there is more than enough compensation for black in this position. Next they will castle queenside, not castle queenside. Is that is knight to d4 or even king d8 for a knight d4, and the position is too good for black. So let's go back to the game. Black played d5 in this position. Yeah, this move favors white, and after e takes d5, bishop d6, just attacking the e5 knight, and d4, and knight h5. Now this is not again a bad move, but yeah, this is the some kind of logical move now. Instead of knight h5, are some of the options. Now instead of knight h5, we could even play queen e7. Just a minute. Queen e7. Yeah, after double O, its position is equal, right? So therefore knight h5, and even double O is playable for black. But double O, bishop takes f4. It looks like white is better in this position, but he has some counterplay. Black has some counterplay. Knight h5 in this position, and after, yeah, if bishop goes to h2, then queen takes h4. Black is absolutely winning. So if he goes g3 in this position, just protecting the bishop on f4, we play f6. However, knight takes f4 is good. So you can play anywhere you want. So black must have played double O in this position, but instead he played knight h5, just thinking that he is going to exploit the dark square weaknesses immediately, but that is not a real truth. So after knight h5, white plays the knight c3. The simple developing move was favored by Morphy on two other occasions as well. It is interesting that he also reached the black side only with his opponents playing either 9 bb5 or 9 queen d2. Now Morpheus reached this position with black when his opponents played bishop b5 check in this position, and also queen d2 now. But no one has played the move which Morphy played, knight c3. Yeah, as it happens, double O is considered best in this position. After queen takes h4, queen e1. This move supports multiple purposes. He's just not exchanging queens because he's attacking the queen and also threatening some annoying discard checks. So after queen takes e1 is forced, rook takes e1, double O, knight c3. Despite remaining a pawn down, white's better placements and greater control in the center leave him with a reasonable advantage. So instead of knight c3, so knight c3, so Morphy played, and bishop f5. What I found rather ironic is that on one hand, I will often praise Morphy for getting his pieces out fast in an orderly fashion, and yet on the other hand, I can criticize his opponents merely for developing without paying such attention to the detail. Now this is one such example. A black may be a bit closer to castling queenside now, but 9 queen e7 provides more options instead of bishop f5. Yeah, queen e7. Now if w, bishop takes e5, d takes e5, queen c5, just winning a piece of white. So white must just play carefully. So queen e7 could have been played instead of bishop f5 and knight e2 in this position. Now idea is simple, just letting to take on f4 in this position and at the same time defending knight g3, g3 square. And now bishop takes e5. This is a typical mistake in this position. While knight was certainly well placed, I really can't see the justification in exchanging the bishop for this juncture. As in the last game, we once again see the black squares are horribly weakened, and I would prefer rather bishop e4, queen e7, knight e7 or f6, because this move bishop takes e5 is a horrific blunder, because now after d takes e5 we can see that all the dark squares are weak and there is no dark square bishop to protect it. Yeah, so instead of bishop takes e5, black could even play bishop e4 in this position, just simply holding the position, and also queen e7, knight e7, and even play f6. But he should not give his dark square bishop at any cost, because yeah, you are going to see the backfire of it. After d takes e5, f3, now g takes f3, g takes f3, and bishop g5. An interesting move, playing in a typical cavalier fashion, but rather unnecessary, as knight e4 was more than adequate, because that knight e4 was more than enough. So but let's go with Morphy. Bishop g5, f6, and e takes f6. After queen d6 now, just getting out of that nasty pin and discover if f takes e2 in this position, just queen takes e2. At last some threats like f7 is coming on board, so it's better for white. And after queen d6, queen d4. Now white is just improving his position inch by inch by inch. Now it is another threat is to play f7, the next move, just attacking the rook on h8 with discovery. And now f takes e2 now, bishop takes e2, attacking the h5 knight as well as threatening f7 also, and queen g3. Alas, this tempting check only makes this position worse. However, with the knight hanging on h5, 6 knight g3, 16 knight g3 will fail to bishop f4. Yeah, losing a piece. Yeah, things are pretty gonna grim anyway. So queen g3 check, and king d2, and castling king side. Now black can't find any other way to play this position, and after rook g1, white resigns. Sorry, black resigns, because now threat is to play. That is after queen moves, bishop check, and also take on h5, and then play f7 check. Now there are so much threats, and this black is. If black could play this position, I would better hang myself, because I should be ashamed to play a position like this with black. Yeah, so see you guys in another video. If you like my videos, please share, comment, subscribe, and hit the like button. And yeah, if you want to support me, the donation link is given below. And thanks for Vijay Vasantan, Satyanarayanan, Neha Srinivas, and Kalpana for donating $10 each. When you see a good move, wait, look for a better one, said Emmanuel Lasker. So that's all for today. Until then, see you guys. Goodbye.